Hey YouTube, I'm back again with another pickups video. I'm going to show you what I grabbed for the second half of August. I've already done another video which has taken a while to get sorted and uploaded, and it hasn't been, as I'm recording this, uploaded yet. There's a little bit of editing needed doing, and I just never got around to sorting it. Anyway, it'll be up before this because it's obviously part one, but this is going to be part two of what I've picked up this month. And by God, last weekend I did really well at the car boot sales with trade-in stuff, and during the week, previous week as well. So I have picked up a big pile of Blu-rays, mostly from CEX, as well as some other stuff. But I'm going to start off with some charity shop stuff that I grabbed not last week, the week before. So firstly, there's no particular order with these. Firstly, from the British Heart Foundation, I had a pile of Blu-rays, but nothing really of note. Had all three Star Trek movies, and in hindsight, the new Star Trek movies, in hindsight, maybe I should have bought Star Trek Beyond, even though I do have the 3D. But what I did buy, still factory sealed, Watchmen. It's one of those movies that I watched and didn't love, if I'm honest, but maybe it's time to give it another go. DVD Steelbook, this was 50p from Salvation Army, and it's a 3-movie set. Elizabeth Golden Age, the first Elizabeth, I don't know why they've got them in the wrong order, and the other Anne Boleyn girl. 3 discs inside. So 50p was worth buying. And it seems to have been I don't know what's happened recently, but I keep coming across VCDs, and I found another one. This one in Sue Ryder's. I was looking at the DVDs, I couldn't really find anything, and in this particular store, all the CDs, I mean, it's the same with a lot of charity shops, CDs and DVDs are next to each other or on the same shelves, and the CDs were just below, and I spotted a Queen CD that I thought, oh yeah, I'll grab that, and they're £5 for £1, the CD, so I thought, oh well, I'll have a look through, see what else I can find, and amongst them was this, 4 Weddings and a Funeral, VCD. Really weird, really odd. Yeah, so then on a different day I was in Middlesbrough. In fact, they didn't all come from Stockton, a couple of them came from Billingham, but when I was in Middlesbrough, these again from the British Heart Foundation, and I found Annabelle, which I've never seen, and to be fair, I haven't seen any of the Conjuring movies, so yeah, I'll probably need to catch up with those before I watch this. But came with a slip cover and a digital copy that was still valid, so I'm chuffed about that. This was a bit of a bargain, £3.99. We've got the Alien Anthology 4-movie set. Comes with both versions of all 4 movies, theatrical and director's cut or special editions or whatever they are. So I'm really chuffed to have got the Alien movies back on Blu-ray again since I sold the steelbooks. I don't know whether those steelbooks had the both versions on them. I'm sure they must have done, but I don't recall, to be fair. These came from Sue Ryder's in town, 2 for £1. I got The Wrestler and Extraction, this lenticular Not very good lenticular slipcover. I haven't seen either of those. Thought for £1 for the two. I thought, why not? Then, during a trip to Middlesbrough, I want to say last weekend, maybe. No, it wasn't. It was during the week. I watched someone's video on YouTube, and they were talking about a new pound store called One Below. And after I'd looked at that video, because this particular store was selling Blu-rays for £1, I looked online and noticed there were two fairly local to me. One of them was in Redcar, and without even realising, when I was in Redcar last month, I'd been in this store, but I didn't see any DVDs or Blu-rays. All I saw was, when I was walking past, was a big loads of signs in them and saying everything £1 or less, and I just assumed it was an independent budget store, which you sometimes see on the coast, because those who don't know, Redcar's, at the seaside. And I thought nothing of it. I went round, I looked, I had a quick look, didn't see anything, so I came out. In hindsight, maybe I should have asked, because they probably will have had some, because this took some finding. I eventually went to the Middlesbrough one, which is the nearest one to me, when I found out about it was a chain. And it's a reasonably big store, and it's in the part of the indoor shopping arcade that I don't normally go down. They've got like 4 different entrances, and this one entrance I never come in and out of. It's just a little bit out of the way, and there's never any stores down there that I look in. So apparently it opened in April. Anyway, I went in, couldn't find the DVDs or Blu-rays, and I asked, and they were tucked away right on the bottom of the shelf. And they didn't have a lot, to be fair. They were looking like Poundland were probably 4 or 5 years ago, except with a few Blu-rays. So the only one that I did buy, long-winded way to get here, was The Deadly Game. Don't know anything about this, but for £1 it was worth a try. The cast looks reasonable. Other than this, only the Blu-rays. I know they had a couple of the Twilight movies. They had Sex and the City 2, and I think there was a couple of others as well, which I can't remember what they were, but this was the only thing that I saw, and I thought, yeah, I'll get that. Hopefully, from what I saw that this guy bought from his store, they're getting some decent titles, so hopefully my store will get some of those titles. But I haven't been back this week, so we'll have a look. Won't get back during the week, so I'm on early shift. But maybe next weekend. Poundland, finally Poundland had got some new stuff in that I didn't own, and some decent titles as well. First one being Starman. I initially picked this up to trade because it has a really good trade value, and it was the only one in there. And I actually put this in my what I'm buying to trade into CX video. In hindsight, I decided to keep this one, and since then I've picked up a couple more and traded those in. Yeah, this is Starman. Comes with a poster inside, a very small poster, and a digital copy, which I have actually just here. The one ones I traded in. Anyone wants to give the digital copy a go? Actually, it's still valid and it hasn't been used. It came out of a sealed, so it'll work for somebody. So give it a go. Just let me know in the description, in the comments below, just so anyone else who looks can see whether it's been redeemed or not. And it also came with this little mini poster. And this one again, it's a film that I've never heard of. Not Starman, we're talking about Deadly Game. but this I'd never heard of. But again, the cast looks good. It's a De Niro movie. John Travolta, sometimes good, sometimes not so much. Killing Season, I didn't know anything about it. Again, it's got a digital copy, slip cover. Why not? This one I've been looking for a while, because I got Bad Mom's Christmas a few months ago in Poundland. But having never seen this one, I wanted to grab hold of this first. And I've been seeing it so many of the people's videos on the shelf in Poundland. None of mine ever had it in. So I finally got that one. Found The Shallows. Again with the slip cover. Unfortunately not the 4K. I found this before Movie Mad had got his 4K, and I've been looking for the 4K one since then, but yeah, I haven't come across it, and chances are I never will, not with the way my Poundlands seem to be. Life, again with the slip cover. Haven't seen that one yet. And Kingsglaive Final Fantasy 15. Certainly me. And the first of the CEX pickups. I got these over a week ago, before I got all that stuff at the car boot sale. Although I still had quite a few vouchers, but after I got these, I did them quite a bit. So yeah, I got these in my local CEX. Jason Statham movie that's been out for years that I've never heard of. For £2 I had to grab that. Finally got The Life of Pi in 3D, which was incorrectly priced when I got it to the counter. It says, oh, by the way, this has gone down. It's only gone down to £2.50, but still. Another one that I've been looking for months in Poundland, and just never seen it. In the end, I bit the bullet. Grabbed it from CX. I was paying with vouchers, even though it's £1 more. So for £3 I got Hercules 3D and The Best of 3D, which has been sat on the shelf in there for a while now, and I've picked up a couple of times. Thought, should I, shouldn't I? But yeah, I finally got it for £2. So we'll get that lot out of the way and move on to the next. So a few weeks ago I got some HD DVDs off eBay, and the same seller's been adding more for sale, and this is one that I needed for the Australian set. So we got Dog Day Afternoon. Didn't pay much for this. I think it was less than £3 with postage, so yeah, I was really happy to have got that one. That was aside for now, because that goes with something else which I cannot see in here. There it is. We're just looking through the pile there. So from Bernardo's, they do their DVDs and CDs and books at £5 for £1, excluding Blu-rays and box sets, it says on the sign. And there was only one DVD there I fancied, and that was Identicals. It's an Arrow release, although it's more a modern film by the looks of it, but it just looks really good. The cast, I have never heard, I don't think, of anybody in there, but I'll give it a go for 20p. Wasn't going to bother with any books. I thought I'd look through the CD, see if there's anything in there, and I found a few CDs, and in amongst them another video CD. The Ugly Truth. Don't know anything about this, but it's Katherine Heigl and Gerard Butler. Yeah, so I grabbed that, and that was in Darlington. While I was in Darlington, picked up a few more Blu-rays from CEX with some of the vouchers that I had. So I grabbed Monkey Shines. I kind of remember this from the 80s or maybe even in the early 90s. It's a Eureka release with the slipcover, so I thought, what the heck, give that a go. For £1, Skinwalkers. I just like the slipcover really. I don't know anything about the movie. A 101 Films release from their cult movie collection, which I like getting. It's Ironheart. I have started, and up to now I've got one, replacing these with red cases, because I just think they look better in red cases. But I do like getting these. I think they've stopped making them, or stopped putting them in these particular slips at least. Yeah, so I've put my Lord of Illusions in a red case. I just think they look nicer. So yeah, I've got to find some more. This is the only one that I own that is actually a 2-disc, and the easiest one to get, red case that is the Hunger Games 2-disc, which is only 50p in CEX. But none of the others of these I own are 2-discers. So I'm going to end up with a bunch of cases with only one disc filled, but we'll see. I noticed that Pride, Prejudice and Zombies has turned up in Poundland recently with red cases, but that does sell in CX for £1.50. So is it worth paying £1.50 for red cases? Maybe. I've looked on eBay and nobody's selling red Blu-ray cases on eBay. Weird. Pop that away. Next one I got was Lovelace with Amanda Seyfried. I haven't seen this yet, but I do like Amanda Seyfried. She's very nice. So yeah, we'll give that a go. There's no digital copy in that one, unfortunately, but I almost never see this with the slipcover. It's the first time I've seen it on eBay a couple of times. Quite expensive with the slipcover. And then finally, for that particular batch, The History of the World in 2 Hours in 3D. History Channel, £2.50. Yeah, just for that. And while I was in where I was now. Oh, Darlington. Oh, I grabbed a few. Oh, there's another Poundland one, another CX one. For some reason, I put these in with the Poundland video Blu-rays, because this is available in Poundland, and I've kind of been reluctant to buy it from Poundland, knowing that it was cheap in CX, and I found one for 50p. But also from Poundland, I got A Street Cat Named Bob with the slipcover. Money Monster, again, comes with a slip. Trainspotting 2. I don't know, well, I do know why they called it T2, because it's marketing, isn't it? But I don't like that title. It's Trainspotting 2 as far as I'm concerned. Again, this comes with a slipcover, but it's sealed over the slipcover at the moment. I didn't love this as much as the first movie, but I've only seen it once. It's time for a rewatch, I think. And one I've been looking for months. Again, I've been seeing in many other people's Poundland Blu-ray videos, and it just never seems to appear in any of my Poundlands until quite recently. Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer with the HMV exclusive slip. And then finally this, I had no idea it was even out on Blu-ray, and apparently it was another HMV exclusive. Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Then where are we next? Asda. Picked this up in Asda. James at Movie Mads messaged me on Monday or Tuesday to say that he'd spotted this, and they're trading in at CX for £3. Sorry, for £5, and they're only £3 in Asda. I got all the way to Asda and realised I'd left my wallet here, but I still had just enough change in my pocket to grab one of these. Conan the Destroyer. I like this film. I did have another one I had a steelbook of. It was a 2-movie steelbook from France, I believe, of both the Schwarzenegger Conan movies in one. I can't remember whether, again, I can't remember if I had the uncut version or not, but this apparently, according to Blu-ray.com, this is the uncut version. I don't know if it says anywhere on here or not, but yeah, I'm glad I've got that again. This I picked up at the car boot sale last weekend, and initially was going to trade it in at CX, but I decided to keep it. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? The complete first and second series, still sealed. Only paid £1 for it, so yeah, keeping that. And then before we go into the last lot of CX pickups, I got these while I was out yesterday. 3 for £1 from Salvation Army. This is brand new sealed, Last Chance to See, In the Footsteps of Douglas Adams with Stephen Fry. I do like these. And then a couple of DVD jewel case DVDs. Kylie, Showgirl, and White Diamond. Why not? 30 odd pence each. And then this last bunch all came from CX yesterday. I used the very last of the vouchers that I'd accumulated over the last few weeks. I actually had to put an extra £6 towards these, but you know what? I don't mind that. There's a lot of nice stuff here. So firstly, filling quite a few gaps in the CX 88 films collection. So firstly we've got Demonic Toys, that was £6, and a couple of Italian collection releases. As far as I'm aware, neither of these came with slipcovers. All of these, the Italian collection, and literally every single one for the last few years has come with a slipcover. But for whatever reason, I don't think these two did. So this is The Mercenary, spine number 40 from 1968. As usual with these, you've got reversible artwork, which generally means an original poster, and also Navajo Joe with Burt Reynolds. This one was £8, but again paid with vouchers. This is spine number 41 from 1967. Actually, might turn that one over. I don't generally mind, makes no point with these because they're in slipcovers anyway, but those ones aren't. I'm moving away from 88 films for the moment. Cherry Falls, this is a 101 Films release. A long time since I've seen this film. It's dual format edition, DVD and Blu-ray. This one, I don't know anything about this, but it's Marvel, so I thought, what the heck. The complete series 1 of Legion. This was £6 again. Comes with a slipcover, although it is a little bit shelf worn. And then got these back in the collection. I sold most of these off last year when they were still fetching a decent price. Prices have come right down now, so now's the time to buy them back again. So season 1 of Game of Thrones, which was a £5, and also for a £5 season 2. And going back to the 88 films, and these are totally in the wrong order, not that that really matters, but so firstly, Splatter University. This is spine number 4 from 1984. So I have there what I currently have. So there's a few missing. So we're filling a few gaps. So we've got number 4, Splatter University. Once again, I think it's difficult to see, but I do like that alternate art actually. So we might turn that one over. Yeah, I think we'll be using that one. There we go, much better. Where are we? So next we've got Sleepaway Camp 2. This is Unhappy Campers, spine number 17 from 1988. Not going to go through all the internal artworks on these because it'll take forever. But I might do once I get these back up to date. I think I'm only about six or 7 to get now to complete the set, or get up to date with the set anyway. Sleepaway Camp 3, Teenage Wasteland. This one was £8. Spine number 18 from 1989. And we've got Prozzy. Spine number 21 from 1983. First Power. Spine number 22 from 1998, or no, 1990. And finally for these, offerings. Spine number 36 from 1989. Now I've looked and looked and looked, and I can't find any evidence that this was released with a slipcover. And most of the most recent ones, 34 through to 39, except for this one, I don't have 33, and I can't remember what that one was. 40 as well, which is what's number 40? I can't remember. I keep seeing it in HMV. That has a slipcover. But like I say, I can't find. I've looked online. I've looked on eBay. I've looked on 88 Films, and they don't seem to keep a list on 88 Films of what was released with slipcovers once they're out, once they sell out. So I don't think this came with a slipcover, but if anybody out there knows different, please let me know, because then I'll have to keep a lookout for it. Did we do that yet? 36. And then finally, from this huge amount of stuff. I didn't go for this. I went up to Hartlepool. I maybe should have mentioned that yesterday. This whole lot. This whole lot I got yesterday in Hartlepool. And I wasn't intending on going there. I was intending on going somewhere else. And just out of curiosity, I thought it's nearer to me than Peterlee. I'll see what they've got. And I had a huge collection of these slasher classics that somebody must have traded in. A lot of them I already owned, you know, ones that are up here. And I pretty much bought all the ones that I didn't already have. But this I didn't go for. But when I saw it on the shelf, I had to grab it. We've got the complete first series of the Professionals. I did get one of these just before Christmas off Amazon, not realising that Network had reissued this set into just a standard Amray case. So I sold that one on. I actually made a bit of a profit on it as well. I sold it on eBay, still sealed. So I'm glad to have got this. I got Series 4 for Christmas in this particular style. This one is in my player at the moment because I was watching a couple of them last night. It comes with a massive book all about the show and the episodes. £15. I think that's a bargain. So yeah, so that is literally less than 2 weeks worth of stuff there. But because I had such a decent amount of CX vouchers, which I'm now completely out of, but with what I bought yesterday and today, I'm getting back up. I think I've got nearly £20 worth. So we'll see. For now, maybe see what I get during the week or next week, and then go for another trip somewhere. Anyway, this video's gone on way long enough. So thanks very much for watching, and catch you in the next one. Ta-ra.